G'day viewers, and the end of another week means it's time for Totally Fucked Up Friday. And it's thankfully the end of a totally fucked up election campaign in Australia, so rife with negativity and inspiring of hate. I felt like a fucking ray of sunshine. But I fucking warn you, if you see me at a polling station tomorrow and you're handing out Liberal Party how to vote cards, stay the fuck away from me, because I will stab you in the fucking face. Also, later in the evening, local time, I will be doing a live blog for at least a while on BlogTV, looking at the election results as they come in. Eating pizza, probably drinking the alcohol, almost certainly shouting obscenities at the TV. So if that sounds like fun, stay tuned, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or I'll probably post a video to YouTube saying I'm live. Should be fun, check it out. But to this week's stories. I will do one election story, a totally fucked up one for the Australian Democrats, who had one of their candidates pull out just before the election after having to admit, yes, he's got child sex offences, namely trying to procure a child for sex over the internet. He got stung because it was a cop, not a kid. Seriously, how fucking dumb are pedophiles? Don't they know that's always a cop? Fuck! Anyway, the guy did actually sign an affidavit saying, no, I have no criminal record and all that sort of thing. So the Democrats are kind of angry at him, making him look out bad when he lied to them. It's not their fault. Like, it's not like he looks like a pedo. Moving along, and because I enjoy freaking out libertarians and conspiracy theorists, here's a story about rights being totally trampled on in the US, all in the name of Homeland Security, a personal pet hate of mine. Don't go to a fucking airport if you think you've got rights, because there's a bunch of people who don't agree with the idea. This is at Philadelphia International Airport, where a woman was subject to, well, what seems kind of unreasonable searching and behaviour by the TSA employees. Now, this was a 43-year-old blonde white woman, so I guess the one plus that comes out of it, they weren't racial profiling. But after doing a few things that the woman found embarrassing and uncomfortable, they started going through her purse, looking at receipts, apparently saying they were looking for razor blades. That was their excuse. But then going on to a full-on, freak out, investigate, because of checks totaling around $8,000 that were in her purse. Now, seriously, if you don't think this is totally fucked up, you live in a different universe to me. You are such a slave to the idea of, it's for our protection, that, seriously, why don't you just go out and get fucking lobotomized? But the real kicker in this is what they did was actually illegal. People can come up with all sorts of elaborate things about, oh, well, you know, she could have been committing a crime. They thought that she was stealing the checks or it was embezzling. After what happened to a fundraiser of Ron Paul's, who was carrying cash from a fundraiser on a flight, and they tried to interrogate him over it, and he stood up for his rights and said, you can't... Who knew a Ron Paul supporter was going to be a strong libertarian? It was actually a law. The TSA staff at airports aren't allowed to do, like, investigating on a crime that's not about transport security. They're not allowed to go, I think those checks are dodgy. I think that cash is dodgy. They're not allowed to. It's against the law. And apparently, when it comes to the law, fuck you is the answer from the TSA. But my favourite story of the week revolves around a man who's apparently a military reservist, caused all sorts of affray and affront. The series of things he's been charged for include exposing himself to a woman at a Wendy's, doing burnouts, I think, with a mate in his car in a car park, brandishing a shotgun while shouting white supremacist slogans, all while wearing a banana costume. See, this for me is both the most perfect, awesome story and also the most frightening thing imaginable. Because someone who would do this crazy shit over the course of the day while wearing a banana costume either has the best sense of humour in the world or no sense of humour at all. And when the motherfucker's got a shotgun, that's a big risk. If I saw someone doing that in a banana costume, my first impulse would be to laugh because I would think he was having a joke, but he's got a fucking shotgun. I don't want to die being shot by a man in a banana costume. That's just embarrassing. I don't want people at my wake saying, "Oh, so how did Angry Aussie finally die? Did he get suffocated by 15 naked, nubile, 18-year-old girls like he always wanted?" No. He got shot by a dude in a banana costume. That's not just embarrassing. That's
We're just going to let the kids go out of earshot before we do this. Fuck the kids.
Yeah, right.